Hi, I am Abhijit Kundu from Google Research. On behalf of my colleagues at Google, today I'm going to talk about virtual multi-view fusion for 3D semantic segmentation. The problem we are trying to solve in this paper is that of semantic segmentation of 3D meshes. So given a 3D textured mesh as input, our goal is to predict the semantic label for each mesh vertex or face. We are currently seeing the output of our method on a scene from the popular ScanNet dataset. This is a very fundamental problem for 3D scene understanding and has potential many applications like robotics. There has been a lot of progress recently in this field. Most recent approaches represent the 3D mesh as either a point cloud or a sparse voxel, which is then followed by 3D convolutions to get the final semantic labels. There is also the classic multi-view representation of 3D meshes, wherein 2D CNN features from each view are fused in 3D to get the final semantic labels. However, they have been vastly outperformed by modern 3D approaches. In this work, we revisit this classic multi-view representation and show that they can also be an effective way of semantic 3D segmentation. Given a 3D mesh, our method selects virtual views with different camera intrinsics and extrinsics. For each view, apart from color, we also render additional channels like surface normal. These rendered data are then passed through a 2D CNN to predict dense semantic features at every pixel. Finally, the image semantic features from each view are fused in 3D while taking care of occlusion to get the final semantic 3D labels on each mesh vertex. One big advantage of multi-view fusion is that we only need 2D image level supervision during training. This makes it feasible for the model to also exploit large image datasets like ImageNet and COCO. Secondly, the approach of multi-view fusion is procedurally very similar to how an human annotator would label a 3D mesh, wherein the annotator views the 3D mesh on a 2D screen from multiple views to annotate different parts of the scene. Note that we are not claiming that multi-view fusion is cognitively similar to how humans understand the 3D scenes, but rather it is procedurally similar to how humans understands a 3D scene from just 2D views. There are several challenges when it comes to using multi-view fusion. First, there can be inconsistency or projection error between 2D and 3D. Then, some 2D views do not provide enough context. For example, when the camera is too close to the wall. Also, 2D CNNs are not scale invariant. These problems have long vexed previous multi-view fusion approaches. So even though multi-view fusion is simple and intuitive, it has not been very popular on segmentation benchmarks like ScanNet, where it has been vastly outperformed by 3D approaches. In this paper, we show that by incorporating some small changes, the simple multi-view fusion approach can also become the state of the art for 3D semantic segmentation. These changes include use of virtual views, additional rendered channels apart from color, and changes to both camera intrinsics and extrinsics of the virtual cameras. To better describe our modifications to the classic multi-view fusion method and their qualitative effects, we will be going through an ablation study on the validation split of the popular ScanNet dataset. The first row of the table is our baseline multi-view fusion algorithm, where we use the real RGB images, which were originally also used for reconstructing the 3D mesh. Now, in the second row, marked in bold, we use rendered color images with the exactly same camera intrinsics and extrinsics as the original real cameras. We immediately see a jump in segmentation IOU from 60.1 to 63.2. This improvement here can be attributed to the fact that when using virtual rendered views, there is no misalignment between the 3D mesh and the rendered images. Since we use virtual rendered images, we can easily add any arbitrary channel in addition to the color channel. This allows the 2D CNN to also capture geometric features. In our experiments, in addition to the color image, we also feed surface normal and position coordinate image to the 2D CNN. With this change, the mean IOU improves to 66.1. Since we use rendered cameras, we also get to choose any arbitrary camera intrinsics. So instead of using the original camera intrinsics, we use a wider field of view. This higher field of view helps the 2D CNN to have more context when predicting 2D semantic levels. And as shown in the fourth row of the table, with the addition of higher field of view, our mean IOU is now 7.8 points better than the baseline. Till now, we have kept the virtual camera extrinsics the same as the original real cameras. Of course, when we are rendering virtual views, we can position our cameras arbitrarily to our liking. The blue cameras in the figure shows a sampling of the virtual views used by our method. The original camera trajectory used to capture the scene is shown in green. So how do we find which camera views to use? We use a combination of few engineered policies to select good camera views, but they are all motivated by the following underlying principles. First, a good view provides large enough context. We don't want our views to be too close to a surface, which makes it very hard to parse the scene. We also want the distribution of views to be similar during both training and testing. To resolve scale invariance issues of 2D CNNs, we want our view sampling process to mimic multi-scale training and testing. Also, finally, sampling more diverse views provides better data augmentation. So when we use these view sampling principles to customize the camera extrinsics, we also see a big improvement in segmentation quality. As you can see from the table, after all the changes, we have improved the 3D IOU from 60.1 to 70.1, which is an absolute 10 points improvement over the baseline. As shown in this figure, our method requires less number of images per scene to reach the same accuracy. Compared to the baseline IOU of 60.1 obtained by using approximately 1700 real views per scene, our method just needs 12 views per scene to overtake it. Here is a comparison with other methods based on 2D and 3D segmentation IOU on test split of ScanNet dataset. Previous multi-view fusion approaches are highlighted in blue. Here are some qualitative results on ScanNet. As we can see from these results in the figure, our method, shown in the middle column, can reliably get the pictures correctly labeled, even though they are not correctly labeled in the ground truth shown on the right column. Here we are showing additional qualitative results from test split of ScanNet dataset. We also evaluated our method on the Stanford 3DIS dataset. We also achieved the state-of-the-art 3D segmentation results in this dataset. The surprising conclusion of our paper is that the classic multi-view fusion can still be an effective strategy for 3D semantic segmentation. We just need to incorporate few simple modifications presented in our paper, like virtual views, additional channels, wider field of view, scale invariant view sampling. Multi-view fusion approach is also complementary to pure 3D approaches, and it has several benefits, like they're easy to pre-train. We hope the community can build on top of our presented work. With that, we would like to conclude, and thank you for your attention.